All right, we're gonna make some chicken cutlets. So we gotta take them out of the freezer, put them in the refrigerator, and then we're gonna season them. We're gonna cook them. We're gonna put them on a bun. We're gonna put barbecue sauce on the bun. Get some coleslaw, and then get some relish, and then eat it. Maybe we could put a little cheese on. But we're gonna make some chicken cutlets. We're gonna dice them. We're gonna throw them in sauce, and then we're gonna put them on a bun, and we're gonna call it Brandon's chicken. And that's what we're gonna do. It could be something like this, but diced. Could be something like that. It basically, I just want it to be a chicken cutlet that's diced on a sandwich. So if we're talking sandwich, if we're talking sandwiches right now, then we gotta type in sandwich, because that's what happens. You gotta type in what you're looking for. So so like it could be something like this, but like a barbecue sauce base. That's not a bad option. It could end up looking something like that, but I would really chop them up, because I think it would be closest to that, but chopped up. That's just a whole piece. That's a chopped cheese, so it's steak, so a little bit different, but we're gonna figure it out. It would be like that. I could throw some cashews in there. We'll see how it goes. Okay, great. So I'm gonna be making chicken cutlets on a bun, and then so I'm gonna be first taking chicken cutlets, putting it on a bun, doing some coleslaw, chopping it up, and then doing some coleslaw, chopping it up, and then putting barbecue sauce and stuff. Let's just get started. Let's just get started. So the first thing to do is you gotta crank open a nice Diet Coke. You gotta take a sip. That's what you gotta do, because it has 0 calories and it's refreshing. So the next step is you gotta take out the chicken. So it was in the freezer, so I put it in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna open it up, and then I did put it in water a little when I first took it out to moisten it a little. And I just washed my hands, so everything's clean here. So I'm gonna take a cutting board. So I got another cutting board here. So I got this cutting board, and I'm going to take the chicken. It's still a little bit frozen. Like, you hear that crunch? You don't want that. You can't cut like that. So what you're gonna do is take a bowl and then just put them in. And put it in for like 10 seconds, just to get the crispiness out. Okay, so the next step that we're doing here. So they're still a little bit crispy, like this piece. But you know what? Let's just roll with it. Nah, I'm gonna put them back in. Ooh. Let's do another 10. Now I really should wash my hands before touching the microwave again, because that's contamination. Now, like, after I do this, I should wipe down the microwave with like soap or something, because chicken has salmonella in it, and salmonella is bad, case. Salmonella is bad. Okay, so then you gotta take a knife. This one's good. You gotta just like put the chicken. Well, actually, no, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. We're going straight to doing this. We're gonna cut it after. So you take your like cooking spray, go in there. Okay, you can stop it now. Alright, so right now I'm just putting in some oil. So that's a lot of oil, but it'll work. Now, I know you're not supposed to do that, like put the oil on like before, but I'm actually gonna. There's too much oil in there. You know what? We'll just leave it. We'll just let it run. All right. We'll just let it run. We'll just let it run. Sorry about all of that. Okay. So this is just cooking. So I know you could season it before, but I actually like to season it while it's in the pan. I think it adds a little bit. Just a little bit of seasoning here and there. That always does the trick. Some black pepper. Not too much, nothing crazy. And then this is my favorite right here. So there's something called, okay, so if you ever want to cook well, there's something called onion salt. Now this onion salt from Trader Joe's is so good. That's not how you hold the phone. That's not how you film. Like that. There you go. Okay. So this is so good. Now there's a lot going on here, so we're gonna lower it. Oh, there's a lot of heat. So what I'm gonna do is, my flame is, I can adjust it to like big and small. So I adjusted it to a small area. Now I'm gonna set a tentative timer here, because I know that it's gonna take around 10 minutes. Now can you stand up for a sec? And just show the chicken in there. All right, that's good. You can sit down. Thank you. So we got my dad as the cameraman. So what we're gonna do is we're going to set a tentative timer just for 10 minutes, because like I know like around 10 minutes, it should be almost done. Like maybe, like I know it's like, okay, we'll set a timer for like 10 minutes from now, but if you're doing it from the beginning, you would do like 12 minutes. Because you want to know like when it should be done, when you like really need to take it off. Okay, so, hey, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay. So at that, like the timer goes off, we gotta take it off. It's gonna be done by then, like almost for sure. Now these are nice chicken colors. These look nice. Sometimes it helps to cut them in half. It helps the surface area increase. I'm not going to use this knife because I don't want to damage it. But you can use this one and like a fork. That does the job well if you want to cut it. It's hard though, you got to be careful because there's a lot of oil in the pan. So you could take it off and cut it there. Because you don't want to get hit with oil. Yeah, I cut one piece to see like where I'm at in the cooking process. And then right at this point, your best bet is just to cover everything and lower the temp. And make sure that a little bit of air can escape. move everything to one side and make sure some air can escape and lower the temp. That's going to be a good bet for a couple minutes, just to shield everyone from the oil. And then turn on the vent, just to be safe. Yeah. So we'll get back in a couple minutes. Okay. Thanks. Alright, so the chicken is cooking. It's just looking good right here. I'm just gonna get a touch more sear on it, but it's almost done. It's basically done. You know, it's looking good. It's looking good. I think I'm gonna take it off soon. Okay. All right. So now this is done. So I'm going to let it stop for a second. I don't want it to get anybody's eyes, so I'm going to take the chicken. And then I'm going to, so this is not easy. I'm going to just put it in the sink, the pot of oil, and just let it sit there because it's really hot. Alexa, stop. Because it's really hot right now. That oil is really hot. Everything's very hot over here. Because you have to really turn the heat up. It has to be very hot. So I'm gonna let that sit there and just sit there for a second. So usually that creates a bigger explosion putting water like that on there. But it seems good. Yeah. Okay, so it cooled down enough where I can put water on it. So that's good. I'm gonna wash the knife. Put that back. And then this is gonna be a bit hot too. Okay, so the next step that I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my cutting board, as one does, and I'm going to take the chicken while it's hot. It's never a bad thing. And just cut it up a little. I'm going to dice it, so I'm going to use a knife like this. I'm going to use a knife like that. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just trying to turn everything off. Whatever. Alright, so I'm going to cut up the chicken into little pieces. Just like that. And then I'm gonna do something pretty cool next that everyone might like. So I'm going to, what I'm gonna do is this. So I'm gonna take some good old barbecue sauce. And then I'm gonna just rub it over there. Just like that. And then add a little bit of onion salt. It has little pieces of onion in it too. And then just run it over like that. And then mix it all together. Mix it all together with a little bit more barbecue sauce. A little bit more barbecue sauce, and then boom. And then I'm gonna take it and put it in here. Boom. And then just take a paper towel, wipe your hands, wipe the lid, and boom. All right. Okay, so now the next step that we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a roll. Now, some people like to toast their rolls, some people don't. So this is gonna be enough for 2 sandwiches. So I'm gonna toast one and leave one plain. And then we'll see how it goes with that. Where did the thingy go? Whatever. Okay, so we actually have extra of them because we're cool. That's the most random thing. But the most functional thing that you can possibly have in life are extra ones of these. Let me tell you that. So then you're gonna take a fresh plate. You know what? I'm gonna toast both of them, just for consistency. Just for consistency's sake. Oh, and I found it. Okay, just for consistency's sake. And then while that's going, I'm gonna grab a little bit of lettuce and a lime. And just make a little topping for it. So I'm gonna do it in the barbecue sauce. There's no reason to get a new cutting board. I know there was meat on here that was not clean, but honestly, I don't really care. It is what it is. So you can just stay there. Dad, you can just.
I can do something.
Okay. All right, so now we got that, and I'm gonna cut the lime in half. Oh, this lime is cold. This is a cold lime, but I guess it'll work. It's very rough. Very rough lime. So I'm gonna just pour the lime juice. Like, I don't know what's going on with this lime. Pour the lime juice on it. Just for a little thing. And then you can add like a touch of, like I have this thing like sesame ginger. You can add that or like any salad dressing, just like a little bit. Just to get like a little dressing on there. And then when you're done with all that, you're gonna take your bun, which I perfectly toasted, like always, because I'm the great toaster. And then, okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my bun, I'm gonna slide everything over a little. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my bun, and I'm gonna put the chicken on there. So first, when it comes to plating, I'm very particular when it comes to plating. I like everything to look very nice. I think it's the most important part of cooking. So we're gonna take the chicken and then put it on the bun, like so. Okay, very nice. And the rest we could eat later. And then we're gonna add a touch of barbecue sauce additionally, just a touch. And then we're gonna take this and put it on top of the chicken. Okay, and then just because you can never have enough barbecue sauce, you're gonna take more barbecue sauce and put it on top of the bun. And then you're gonna close it. And you got this. Like, tell me that doesn't look so good. Tell me that doesn't look so good. Boom. And now you gotta have me try a bite of it. That's good. And honestly, other than the barbecue sauce, it's like not that many calories. So yeah. All right. Done.